We're here in Statesboro, Georgia, where the table is set between Tormenta and the Triumph. Yes, a small town, but big stakes tonight. We're playing for Peaches, capping off the Peach Stakes Derby right here on ESPN+. Now, it is a regional rivalry, and the winner of the season series walks away with a trophy. Tormenta, they have the advantage right now because you see most points from the regular season. Well, guess what? Right now, it's 4-1 after 2 matches. This is the last match of the regular season, so all Tormenta needs to do is avoid a multi-goal loss and avoid that aggregate score of a tiebreak. Meanwhile, we go to the table and see that Greenville is above the playoff line right now, right there in 7th with 19 points. Now, they had a 7-match unbeaten streak snapped on Wednesday, a heartbreaking loss on Wednesday against Charlotte. Tormenta, on the other hand, the gaffer Ian Cameron says that they should be higher in the table. It's their fault, and Keziah Sterling, he knows a thing or two about success. Right now, he's actually leading the way as the captain, and the players to watch, brought to you by Galactic Comics, of course. Now, Sterling had a goal. It was a PK goal last week against Chattanooga. He has 4 goals on the year. 3 of them have come from the penalty spot. Meanwhile, for Greenville, it's going to be Jared Mazzola's game, as it was last week. Now, John Hart, the head coach, says there's really nothing more that Mazzola can do. In fact, he beat the club record with 9 saves on Wednesday against Charlotte in a 1-0 loss. So we'll see what Mazzola can do, really see if he can continue his success that he set on Wednesday, the standard against Charlotte in that heartbreaking loss. Just getting started. Lineups and kickoff on the other side. Don't go anywhere. This is USL League One on ESPN+.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations. Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County.
Just moments away from kickoff between Tormenta and the Triumph here on ESPN+. And of course, Tormenta Soccer is presented by Kids World. The starting lineup is presented by Statesboro Real Estate. Let's show you what the gaffer Ian Cameron has drawn up for South Georgia today as they try to clinch the Peach States Derby. Now, maybe a notable retraction from the starting lineup is that their reigning player of the week, Makwele Akale, not there. It's the second time he's been out of the starting lineup this year. The first time, last week, he got 2 goals, a brace, off the bench in the second half. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's not going to be starting today. It wasn't a problem for Tormenta last week against Chattanooga, a 4-2 win. Then you take a look at what Greenville has in their starting lineups presented by PMG Rentals. Greenville on the road, tough matchup, and it's even tougher with Liam McKinnon on the shelf. So he's unavailable. That means that Lucas Coutinho bumps up from the midfield to a striker role right next to Leo Castro, and we'll see what Greenville can do with the jerry-rigged striker of Coutinho right next to the very experienced and very strong Leo Castro. Keys to the game presented by Aspen Aerogels, and it's going to come down to the final third for Greenville. More shots for the second best offense in League One, and Coutinho will be a big part of that. Another thing that Greenville does really well is cross, and that is something that Ian Cameron wants to make sure Tormenta is not beaten on, so defend the box is the key for South Georgia today. And the injury report is presented by Optin Sports Medicine. We'll take a look at that in just a moment as South Georgia and Greenville get ready to do battle here on ESPN+. The good news for Tormenta is that they are as healthy as they've been all year long. No reported injuries for the second consecutive week. And like I said, Liam McKinnon being out, that is the big retraction from the Greenville 18 today. Tevin Shaw as well. And we'll see what Hassan Gabo is up to today. He's available. He's supposed to be available today, if not next week. And Gabo out of Somalia should be a big portion of what Greenville does down the stretch as they make their championship run. We are underway here in South Georgia, Statesboro, setting the scene for the Peach States Derby. If Tormenta avoids a multi-goal loss, they will take home the trophy, which is decorated with plenty of vitamins on top, a basket of peaches. And when the real peaches are in there, because I hate to break it to you, sometimes you got some styrofoam in there, styrofoam peaches. But when the real peaches are in the trophy, it's pretty heavy, about 25 pounds. So look out for that, whoever wins it. Greenville, they need a multi-goal win in order to take the tie break and take the trophy home out of Statesboro today. Deshaun Nembard throws in. He had a goal in South Georgia's 4-2 win over Chattanooga here in Statesboro last weekend. A nice play by Devin Boyce on the wing on the near touchline. Greenville coming off a heartbreaking loss on Wednesday, 1-0 against Charlotte. Came down to the 95th minute. And the Independents got Clay Dimmick on the board on a rebound score. Nothing to show for Jared Mazzola, the keeper, who walked away with a club record 9 saves. Trying to go tic-tac-toe to the top of the 18, got to play it out towards the far touchline. And the Triumph, wearing their bright green neon-ish uniforms, they try to work it back. Here's Aaron Walker. Walker, a Lakeland, Florida native, about 35 minutes outside of Tampa. Work it to the corner, no cross, really nice tackle by Nick Akoto. Still loose, there we go, right towards the 6. Greenville has a chance, bicycle opportunity, and again, this time South Georgia looks like they're able to clear it away. At least for the moment. Cross it again. Greenville loves to do that, as you saw on the keys to the game just a moment ago. Defend the box is South Georgia's mantra today. Devin Boyce heavily involved in that run for Greenville. Nothing to show for it, and that means that TJ Bush will get ready to facilitate. Ian Cameron says that he really wants to see Bush improve with his feet as a facilitator for this Tormenta team that is trying to swell their win streak to 3. They have consecutive wins for the first time all year. And talking to Ian Cameron earlier this week, I asked him about that, and he said that it is a big deal for the players, but everyone on the roster, everyone around the club thinks it should have happened earlier. Nice tackle by Dangler, but the Triumph are still pressing. Top of the 18, here's a shot, it goes high. So TJ Bush, a spectator, on what was Greenville's first really quality chance. And Devin Boyce, as you can see on the Vandy's Barbecue replay, he just airmailed it. So Boyce heavily involved in the first 4 minutes of this match. Greenville does a pretty good job controlling possession, as you can tell, in the first 4 minutes. That's something that Tormenta did not have to contend with much last week. Chattanooga only had about 30% of the possession, as Elijah Ambo throws an elbow, so he's calling for the whistle. Here's a run, Leo Castro, he shoots and scores! It didn't take long. Greenville on the board, Castro with goal number 7. The Triumph need a multi-goal win to walk away with peaches. And so you might as well get off to a hot start early. Here's another look presented by Vandy's Barbecue. Leo Castro outruns the entire back line and nets it, the 34-year-old, in the 4th minute. Leo Castro. And the assist from Aaron Walker. Greenville 1, South Georgia 0. So the question is, how can South Georgia respond? They were the ones who scored early last week in the 4-2 win over Chattanooga. Deshaun Nembard, off a corner kick, broke the seal. They never trailed against the Red Wolves. And you're talking about a Triumph team, second best offensive output in League One, with 27 goals on the year, just one now behind the Hailstorm. Northern Colorado, a plus 16 goal differential. That's best in League One. Well, they're best in almost every category. That's how good they've been. The Windsor natives. Nice play by the Triumph, and a whistle called right by midfield. They got Lucas Coutinho. So free kick. See what Preston Kilwine can do. Kilwine out of Lubbock, Texas, in the shadow of the Texas Tech campus. What does South Georgia have cooking here? Ajay draws the double team. Coutinho can't seal the steal. And Nembard plays it back. If you're just joining us, you missed the first goal by just 2 minutes. Leo Castro breaking the seal for the Triumph with goal number 7 on the year. Now Coutinho, his fellow striker, making a run. Coutinho with a defender right on his hip, and he shares to the corner. Here's Devin Boyce. Greenville loves to cross. Here's a cross on the ground, and it's booted away by Dangler. Now Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL League One and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit www.us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Jared Mazzola trying to facilitate for the Triumph, coming off a club record 9 saves and a loss on Wednesday. Evan Lee and a couple of other Triumph shooters had a couple of really quality looks, but while Mazzola had a really good game, so did Austin Pack for the Independents. As a tough wall to score off of the Charlotte back line. Greenville wanted a hot start on the road, with the stakes high. They got it. Give and go. Here's Elijah Amo. He has a step. Leo Castro on the recovery. He couldn't get there. Amo the cross. Who's there? It's a corner kick coming up. Evan Lee bit the bullet and made sure that Tormenta didn't have anything on that run. Kingsford Ajay will trigger the corner kick and the first corner for either side, presented by Herb Shop. Keziah Sterling is right next to TJ Bush, waiting for an opportunity. Elijah Amo right in front of him in the pink boots. Can Tormenta tie it up just minutes after the first goal? They go low, front post. Who's there? Amo upended, and a foul is called. It's actually on Elijah Amo. Got a man down for Greenville here in the 10th minute. After Leo Castro's 4th minute score to put the Triumph up 1-0. Nate Schultz was shaken up inside the box, but he is back up, and that's a big piece. 27-year-old fullback. Gaffer Hark says that he does a good job finding pockets to come forward at the right time. We'll see if he can do that here. Nice touch. It's Castro on the far touchline. Nick Akoto on a one-on-one, and he wins it. The first-year pro, Nick Akoto, was burnt in a one-on-one situation last week against Chattanooga by Siobhan Marsh, who had 2 goals. And Marsh ended up on the team of the week as a result. Akoto definitely an offensive-minded fullback, but Ian Cameron loves what he's seen out of Akoto. You see Jake Dangler on now the left-hand portion of your screen in the pink boots. He's been playing next to Akoto for pretty much the entirety of Akoto's young professional career, and Cameron says it's on Dangler to manage him and make sure that he knows when Akoto's playing up, like right now. Akoto has it, trying to make a move. Oh, breaking ankles, but Akoto loses possession. Avalanez tripped up, but Akoto can't do anything with it. Noah Pilato throws it in for Greenville. Pilato, a 27-year-old midfielder who Hark says is on fire right now. One of the best in League One in the middle of the field. Wants to see him continue to score. Has 3 goals, but all of them came in April. In fact, they were in consecutive matches in April. Since then, he's been quiet on the score sheet, definitely contributing in possession for the Triumph. Tobias Otieno, 5-on-5 on the far touchline. A little hand fighting with Pilato, but Otieno backs it out, and Dangler now flips the field. Trying to give and go with Ajay, and a really nice read by the back line. So Greenville, for the moment, thwarts that one away. Deshaun Nembard trying to keep the pressure, I should say, on Greenville. Ever since Leo Castro's 4th-minute goal to put the Triumph up 1-0, it seems like it's been Tormenta dominating the ball. Again, something they did extremely well last week against the Red Wolves with 68% of the possession. Coutinho can't take it from Ajay, and a foul is called on the Triumph. It's Nate Schultz. Elijah Amo all alone. Now Keziah Sterling, the former Hotspur, can't hacky sack it towards the 18, and now it's TJ Bush. Nice takeaway for Greenville. Evan Lee was there. And now Coutinho trying to pressure the 18. Does Greenville have another? Having difficulties with our cameras, we apologize and we'll get that fixed right away. Leo Castro opened the scoring in the 4th minute, outrunning the entire Tormenta back line and getting his 7th goal of the season. That's how we got to this 1-0 differential. And remember, Greenville cannot be satisfied with 1-0 because they need a multi-goal win in order to take the tiebreak, the aggregate score, against South Georgia for the Peach States Derby. Pressure here, and a really nice takeaway by Mazzola. So Jared Mazzola facing the pressure by Pedro Fonseca. First time we're calling Fonseca's name in a big spot. And the Brazilian was in a one-on-one, but Mazzola cheated up and made the play he had to. Remember, Coutinho, number 10 for Greenville, playing up. Originally a midfielder right there, trying to secure possession. And he's playing striker right now in place of Liam McKinnon, the first-year pro out of Switzerland for Greenville, who has, get this, 6 goals already as a 23-year-old. Now, granted, 4 of them came against Chattanooga. 5-1 win. And that was back on June 21st. So McKinnon Hall certainly grabbed some League One headlines, but even still, with the imbalance of his score sheet, he's been monumental for the Triumph. And Hart said he knew that McKinnon could score. He knew he had a nose for the goal, but didn't realize how quick and seamless the transition would be into the professional game. But now that he's out, it's going to fall on Coutinho and company to pick up the slack. Preston Kilwine, the 26-year-old, sharing with Deshaun Nembard. Kilwine is still in that age bracket at 26, according to Ian Cameron, where he can still grow and has potential, but he has to improve this year, according to Cameron. Fonseca nearly had a run of his own, but instead Devin Boyce was there to strip him. Keziah Sterling trying to revive that possession for Tormenta, but a clear away for the Triumph. Dangler finds Akoto. What can Nick Akoto do here? The cross, it doesn't come. A slide tackle and a corner coming up. I'll scratch that. Akoto just lost possession. And that means Jared Mazzola will get a goal kick and a missed opportunity for Tormenta. Again, Akoto, as a first-year pro, 24 years young, out of South Miami, Florida, has the potential. And Cameron loves what he can do playing up. And we saw the speed just a moment ago. He's going to be a big part of what Tormenta does down the stretch. Has 1 goal, and it came in May against the Kickers. But he's capable. Tormenta's offense certainly capable of contending with the second best offense in League One, and an offense that has already broken the seal 1-0 in the 4th minute courtesy of a Leo Castro goal. 9 goals in the last 2 matches for Tormenta. That's a club record. In fact, no other team in League One has accomplished that feat. 9 goals in a 2-match stretch. They had the 4 last week against Chattanooga. Prior to that, it was a 5-1 drubbing of Lexington. Cameron says it's really a product of Tormenta being the healthiest they've been all year. They have some bumps and bruises, but no reported injuries, and that is a huge sigh of relief for everyone involved in the Tormenta club, because the injury bug has been rampant in the Tormenta locker room this year. Dangler to Amo. Nembard was calling for the ball, and Preston Kilwine instead will play it back. Possession certainly belongs to South Georgia. Question is, can they cash in? Fonseca, a chip pass. It's Otieno now with plenty of space to operate. Tobias Otieno shifts to his left and dishes out for Nembard. Here's the cross. It's loose and cleared away. The Triumph dodge a bullet. Nembard trying to pepper the box again. And a foul is called. Keziah Sterling threw an elbow. Vandy's Barbecue showing you another look, and we need another look after this one. How in the world did Coutinho find that ball in traffic and clear it away? Again, this is a South Georgia team with 9 goals over their last 2 matches heading into this weekend. And Tormenta with probably their best look so far, empty-handed. Leo Castro looks shaken up. Trying to climb the ladder on that 50-50 ball with Kingsford Ajay contending with him. Castro has the height and weight on Ajay, 6 foot 176 versus 5 foot 5, 161, but even still, you could see Castro, number 25, limping as Greenville gets ready for the free kick. Devin Boyce will be the trigger man. Greenville scored in the 4th minute courtesy of Leo Castro. Can they make it 2-0? Boyce puts it in. And Greenville has to play it back for Nate Schultz. Left side of the 18, it's up for grabs, it's loose, it goes, and a foul is called. No, it's offside. Wow, TJ Bush was right there, could not secure the save cleanly, and Greenville offside by an inch. They miss an opportunity and a man down. Have another look. Vandy's Barbecue showing you. Alan Gavilanes. Offside, and it was a really nice play by Preston Kilwine to ensure that Gavilanes was offside. So Greenville misses an opportunity. Pedro Fonseca will try to facilitate for Tormenta right here. Now scratch that, it will be Nembard throwing it in. Fonseca played in the Fluminense's Academy. Started playing when he was just 4 years old, played college at Louisville with Elijah Amo, who gives to Akoto. Now Amo in the corner. Tormenta has owned possession since Leo Castro scored in the 4th minute to put Greenville up 1-0. And Coutinho calling for the foul in the center circle. Otieno now with some space. Otieno draws the double. Who's there to help him? It's Nembard. Kingsford Ajay trying to cook on Boyce. Really nice defense by Boyce. Now Otieno. Tobias Otieno, big strike with the right. And it's popped up a mile high. Back touch Sterling, loose in the box. Who's there? Ajay can't get a kick on it. Instead, Greenville clears it away. At least for the moment. Nembard in the corner. He's last to touch it. Wow. So it looked like Tormenta, deja vu, had a good look. But instead, Greenville does a good job supporting Missoula as they did on Wednesday in a 1-0 loss against Charlotte. And that loss snapped a 7-match unbeaten streak, a 4-match win streak. Coutinho, good ball ahead. It's Gavilanes pressuring the box. Castro with the quinium. Oh, it goes! And Greenville leads 2-0. It's a Leo Castro brace in the first 25 minutes. Gavilanes to Castro. And Greenville on top 2-0. Have another look. Vandy's Barbecue showing you. Castro was right there, parked himself on top of the 6 and waited for the feed. It was on point. Oh, it was perfect. And the 34-year-old knew exactly what to do with the perfect pass from Gavilanes. Leo Castro has 8 goals on the year. He scored last week in a 1-0 win over 1 Knoxville. He scored the only goal for Greenville against Tormenta on June 3rd. And now he has every goal for Greenville against Tormenta in the season series finale with the Peach States Derby up for grabs. And remember, Greenville needs a multi-goal win to get the tiebreak. Tormenta trying to respond immediately, and Devin Boyce helps clear it away with the help of Aaron Walker. Coutinho has been active as one of the strikers right next to Leo Castro in place of Lion McKinnon. And now Schultz on the near touch line. Boyce can't get it back. Greenville trying to avoid consecutive losses for the first time since April, when they opened the season in late March, early April, with 3 consecutive losses. Now the Triumph are above the playoff line and have the reigning champs on the ropes on the road. And it only took 25 minutes for Leo Castro to find the back of the net twice. Got a foul right by the center circle. and a yellow card to show for it. Tobias Otieno was somersaulted down on a late tackle by Noah Pilato. And the yellow card brought to you by Vino. So for Pilato, it's his third yellow of the year. And Vandy's Barbecue will show you another angle. Otieno was at the spot first and Pilato just a step behind. That's how you get the yellow card. TJ Bush well off his line and trying to get something going for Tormenta to no avail. Again, Ian Cameron needs to see more out of Bush with his feet. And that's an example of the TJ Bush Achilles heel, trying to fix that as Tormenta makes a postseason push, which would certainly be aided by a comeback here today at home against their regional rival, the Greenville Triumph. Fonseca boxes out Aaron Walker. Good ball for Amo, but intercepted. Devin Boyce, St. Louis, Missouri native. Boyce was all-league second team in 2021 and the all-time club leader in appearances and assists for Union Omaha. Coutinho with Otieno on his hip. And he lost the ball. Taken away by Amo. Here's Devin Boyce. Give and go. Leo Castro finds Boyce in the corner, and Nembard tries to box him out. He does that successfully. Boyce couldn't catch up to it, so a goal kick for TJ Bush. A really nice play by Deshaun Nembard, whose stepfather, Doc, was actually a professional soccer player for 14 years in the States. A lot of indoor experience. Also played for the U.S. men's national team. Keziah Sterling, the captain, works it inside to out with Jake Dengler. And now a run for Akoto. Akoto races to the corner. The cross, it's popped up and out. A corner kick coming up. Herb Shop, presenting sponsor of the corner kicks tonight.
Who kicked it out? No, me or you? What do you mean? I'll get the kicker. You said, oh no, wait. You're in close.
Kingsford Ajay will take the corner, as he did the first time around. Second corner of the evening for Tormenta. Amo and Sterling right outside the goal. Ajay trying to get Tormenta on the board. Not here. Evan Lee clears it away. Heckenberg trying to make a move. Ajay trying to help him. Sterling turns around. Sterling had a goal in the 4-2 win against Chattanooga last week. Came on a PK. And Otieno has to back it out. Really nice defense by Greenville on that corner. And remember, don't miss a minute of the action in 2023. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Membard chips for Fonseca, but he's on an island and he knows it. So Greenville in the first 25 minutes got a Leo Castro brace. In the 4th minute, they scored with Castro on a solo run. And in the 25th, it was Gavilanes crossing and finding the Leo Castro cranium right on the 6 to make it 2-0. And remember, if Greenville can walk away from Statesboro today with a multi-goal win, they get the trophy for the Peach States Derby. And you might be thinking, okay, Peach States Derby, Tormenta, they're the rightful owners of the trophy, right? It is the Peach State, but you're wrong. California actually produces the most peaches in America. South Carolina is right behind them. And then the Peach State, Georgia, produces the 3rd most amount of peaches. So in reality, Greenville has as much a claim for the peaches on top of the trophy today as Tormenta does. Amo couldn't connect with Fonseca. And Brandon Fricke nearly finds Coutinho for a breakaway, but instead it's Tormenta slowing it down. Possession has belonged to South Georgia, nothing to show for it. Ajay to Sterling, the former Hotspur. Oh, nice feed. It's Fonseca. He has space. There's the cross. Who's home? Oh, no one. Aaron Walker right there to intercept it easily. And Fonseca wants that one back. Greenville's back line standing tall once again in front of Mazzola. But they might not be out of the woods as Heckenberg flips the fields and finds the first-year pro. It's Nick Akoto. Keziah Sterling, the cross, and he yields a corner. 3rd corner kick of the evening for Tormenta. And it's presented by Herb Shop. So Ajay will take the corner once again. The last time Ajay lined up a corner kick, it was only a couple of minutes ago. Evan Lee didn't break a sweat in clearing it away. Greenville has done a great job defending these set pieces tonight. Can Tormenta get on the board? They go front post. Coutinho and Gavilanes. Oh, nice move and a clean tackle. The Triumph are on the run. Gavilanes airs it out. Devin Boyce, one man to beat. It's Otieno, can't do it. Tobias Otieno, the midi, plays back and makes a really nice play in keeping Devin Boyce off the score sheet. Now we've got some extracurricular activity off screen over towards the other side. A man down for Tormenta. It's Kingsford Ajay, who's been extremely important to what Tormenta has done this year. Didn't play a full 90 in the 4-2 win last week against Chattanooga. Looks like he's holding his right shin. Ajay went down off of the tackle by Gavilanes. And Kingsford Ajay, a 24-year-old out of Ghana. He's a winner. Titles in the last 2 seasons. Won it with Union Omaha back in 2021, and of course, a big part of Tormenta's run last season. I beg your pardon, actually in 2021, he was playing in League Two with the Des Moines Menace, playing under One Knoxville's head coach Mark McKeever. Won the title then, and he gets up. That is a great sign for Tormenta. And Kingsford Ajay favoring the right leg. See if he can continue. Had a quick pit stop in the United Kingdom on his move from Ghana to the States for college. Played Division II soccer at Quincy. NCAA rules dictated he do a year of D2 before moving on to D1. He played at Dayton. And Cameron says that Ajay can just flat out play. Not a flimsy attacking midfielder. Despite his smaller stature, 5'5", 161, he runs at players, he creates, and he wants to score goals. He hunts the ball when he loses it. Ajay stays on, that's a great sign, and gets an early touch off the turf. Remember, he was favoring that right leg and shows off the right leg thunder by flipping fields. Akoto now has some space. Gavilanes hot on his tail. And Leo Castro now is working to try and clear it away with Tyler Polak. Couldn't do so. Good touch, chip pass, and Keziah Sterling not fast enough. Mazzola cheated up and vacuumed the loose ball. So Jared Mazzola, reigning Team of the Week honorable mention. Mitch North got credited for the goalkeeper of the week, despite Mazzola's club record 9 saves on Wednesday. Play it back for Schultz and for Fricke. Brendan Fricke in his 4th season in Greenville. Been in League One since its inception back in 2019. Captained Lansing Ignite in the first season before the team folded. And eventually he joined the Triumph. No whistle in the center circle for that contact. Heckenberg back up. USL's 2nd annual Summer Showcase signals the start to the sprint to the finish. Philip Goodrum and FC Tulsa head west to face Romario Williams and Colorado Springs. Here's a chance, offside. FC Tulsa and the Switchbacks, Wednesday, August 9th at 9 Eastern on ESPN2. Jared Mazzola hasn't been tested on target today. But in the first half, he and the entire Greenville back line, well, they've fared extremely well. Defending 3 corner kicks without a sweat. A couple of other set pieces early on. And helping Greenville nurse a 2-0 advantage, courtesy of Leo Castro, with a goal in the 4th minute and a goal in the 25th minute. Castro now has 8 goals on the year, and at this rate, he might not even be done today. Almost stripped Polak. Tyler Polak, the 31-year-old out of Lincoln, Nebraska, right in front of the Greenville contingent right there. Well, they know what's up for grabs. Plenty of vitamins on top of the trophy. The Peach States Derby. If the Triumph win by more than 1 goal, they win the Peach States Derby, they win the trophy, and they stay atop the playoff line. Devin Boyce. Didn't like the mismatch on Ajay. So they work it to Polak. An original member of the Triumph. Finds Coutinho. Coutinho with pressure. Oh, really nice tackle by Sterling from behind. And Tormenta going the other way. Well, Keziah Sterling, the captain, definitely known as a goal scorer with 4 of them, but makes a heads-up play there to keep Greenville off the score sheet, at least for now. After their 2 from Castro earlier. Now Sterling has a chance on offense, but he dribbled way too far. And Castro takes it away. Leo Castro running downhill. Boyce on his right flank. He shares left. It's Aaron Walker. Gavilanes now. With the left, here's the cross. Bush makes the save. Rebound for Boyce. He's thwarted away. Schultz finds Walker. Give and go to the corner, and Schultz can't turn the corner on Deshaun Nembard, so a goal kick coming up for TJ Bush. Have another look at TJ Bush's last save, courtesy of Vandy's Barbecue. Gavilanes looked like it was a cross for Castro, but went a little bit too far. Castro played off, and Bush did everything but secure the rebound. Got some help from Preston Kilwine. Looked like Devin Boyce had a chance to pressure Bush even before he got up off the turf, but instead, Tormenta gets a big save from Bush and an opportunity now with 2 minutes of stoppage time to at least keep this 2-0 deficit as close as can be. The Clubhouse presenting sponsor of stoppage time. Eckenberg goes to Sterling. 2-on-1, shares with Ajay. Here's the cross. It's taken away by Greenville again. Ajay yields a corner kick for Tormenta. Corner number 4 for the home club, and the first on the left side. So the righty Ajay now on the Herb Chop corner kick. In stoppage time, first half, has an opportunity to get Tormenta on the board. Greenville allowed a stoppage time score in the second half, 95th minute, to lose to Charlotte 1-0 on Wednesday. Ajay thunders it way past the back post, and Gavilanes, a spectator. By the way, stick around for the Kids World Halftime Report, where we take you through what you might have missed in the past week. A Tuesday and Wednesday bout highlighting the USL League One slate in the midweek. Plus news and notes, team of the week, and more. Only on ESPN+. Coutinho takes it away from Sterling. Now Leo Castro on a foot race. Castro the only one on this hemisphere. What can he do alone? Castro already with 2 goals. Deeks left, waits for some help. Castro very patient with Sterling right there. Shares with Gavilanes, offside. Leo Castro was trying to avoid that the entire time. He has 2 goals, and that is the number he will have to settle for heading into the break. Leo Castro in the 4th minute, and then Leo Castro again in the 25th minute. Greenville on top of Tormenta, 2-0, and they need a multi-goal win to walk away with the Peaches on top of the trophy for the Peach States Derby, the regular season finale between Greenville and Tormenta. All comes down to this in Statesboro. Very happy to bring it to you on ESPN Plus here at Optum Sports Medicine Field. Leo Castro dominating the show right now. Question is, can he be stopped? Can the second best offense in League One be stopped? So far, the answer is no. question being, can Tormenta respond? The reigning champs on the ropes at home. Don't go anywhere. You're watching USL League One soccer on ESPN+.
Hey, are you ready?
In Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
We're back in the Kids World Halftime Report. I'm Brian Klein. Yes, it is a jam-packed weekend in League One, but let's catch you up on what you might have missed during the week. The midweek matchups never disappoint in League One. One Knoxville and Union Omaha doing battle on Tuesday. 10th minute, and One Knoxville not wasting any time, but looked like Union Omaha was going to clear this away. Not so much. Danny Fernandez makes it 1-0 in favor of the home club. But only 5 minutes later, how about Junior Palacios? A free kick score, we're even at 1-1. Red card for Luca Mastrantonio in the 82nd minute. So now Union Omaha playing with 10 men. You would think, okay, walk away on the road with 1 point. You're happy with that, right? But not so much. Let's go to the 94th minute. Union Omaha not satisfied, playing with 10 men, and Dion Acuff nets it, the game winner, 2-1 in favor of Union Omaha, and now 6 consecutive matches without a win for One Knoxville. That was Tuesday. This was Wednesday. Charlotte hosting Greenville, and wow, what a performance for Jared Mazzola. It was just frustrating. You continue to hit your head against a brick wall, waiting for the bricks to break. Doesn't happen. Omar Sis, Tresser, and Buyu, they had great looks, peppering Mazzola, but the keeper had a club record 9 saves for the Triumph, and Evan Lee gets a look here right at the top of the 18. Can't connect on Austin Pack. We go to stoppage time right now. No score, we're level. 95th minute, the clock is ticking. But how about this? Mazzola, only so much he can do, makes the initial save. The rebound score goes to Clay Dimmick, and that is how Charlotte walks away with a 1-0 win. Heartbreaker for Greenville, but a big-time win for the Independents right there. Don't go anywhere. The League One family is growing, and we're going to tell you more about that after a quick break right here on ESPN+.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Colorado Springs, Enriquez, header down Oxford! Jimmy Oxford gets one back for Colorado Springs!
Well, on the goal line, that second one finds Twine! And Philip Goodrum in the 89th minute, the potential game-winning goal!
Back here on the Kids World Halftime Report, I'm Brad Klung. Let's take a trip around League One with some news and notes. As you just saw, you might have heard, Spokane Velocity joining the League One family. They're grabbing the headlines right now as the newest member, but that means that the family grows to 14 in 2024 when you factor in Santa Barbara as well. Big week for the Player of the Week, the reigning Defender of the Year, Arthur Rogers. Only the 5th time in League One history that a player had 3 assists in a single match. So he headlines Team of the Week. Right under there, the subhead is the Hailstorm, leading the way with 4 selections on this Team of the Week roster. How about Trevor Ammon, 5th brace of the year, single season League One record already. And Bruno Rendon, also his first professional brace. Speaking of brace, how about Macaulay Akale, the representative from this match? His second half brace off the bench. He gets Team of the Week right there. We go to upcoming schedule here. Speaking of Hailstorm, Northern Colorado has a big-time matchup tonight on ESPN Plus against Richmond. And they have a League One best plus 16 goal differential, a 12-match unbeaten streak. Point is, it's going to be a tough test for Richmond tonight. And you look at what South Georgia Tormenta has on Wednesday against the second-place team, Forward Madison. Watch it on ESPN Plus at 7 Eastern. And we're not done here on the Halftime Report. On the other side, we're going to give you the scores around League One, also the first half highlights and stats. Don't go anywhere. You're watching USL League One on ESPN Plus.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Hi, I'm Michelle Smith-Lang from Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Leo Castro 2, Tormenta 0 at the half. I'm Brad Klein. Very happy to be with you. Halftime report presented by Kids World. Now let's take a look at what's going on around League One outside of South Georgia. In Statesboro today, and one Knoxville at the half with Chattanooga, a 1-0 advantage. Jimmy Villalobos in the 11th minute got the assist from Jake Keegan right there as well. And how about Lexington? 2-0 advantage in the 70th minute against Union Omaha. Tariq Muhammad with 2 assists. Nico Brown, Ates Diouf, both of them are the goal scorers there. And then Central Valley somehow scraping together a 2-1 advantage over the Independents in the 73rd minute. Let's take you to the first half highlights presented by Galactic Comics. And again, Greenville got off to an early start in the 4th minute. It was Leo Castro netting his 7th goal. First, it was a miss though. Greenville pressured TJ Bush early, and then it came down to Castro, and Castro got this great feed from Noah Pilato. Here's the run, there's the finish, 1-0 in the 4th minute in favor of the Triumph. But Tormenta had many looks. In fact, for a 15-minute interval, they had possession more than 70% of the time in that 15-minute stretch. Look out for Castro again. He nets a goal in the 25th minute. Feed came from the wing. Gavilanes, his 2nd assist of the season. And this one might as well count as 2. It was a perfect feed for the 34-year-old, and Castro now with 2 goals. The first half stats, again, presented by Galactic Comics. And take a look at the possession. South Georgia Tormenta owning possession, nothing to show for it. The other thing to look out for, Tormenta has not challenged Mazzola on target today. Despite their 4 corner kicks, they have not been able to get a shot on target on Jared Mazzola, a reigning honorable mention in the USL League One Team of the Week. Remember, the winner of the Peach Stage Derby gets probably the coolest trophy in USL League One. I asked Ian Cameron, hey coach, have you ever seen a cooler trophy than the Peach Stage Derby one with the basket of the peaches on top of the trophy? He said, yeah. Actually, no, I was talking to John Harks about this. He said, yeah, I've seen the World Cup trophy. I've seen the League One trophy. Those are cooler. He wants the big one, but you know what? You get more vitamins out of the Peach Stage Derby trophy. Makwele Akale getting ready to check in for Elijah Amo. Pestmaster Services presenting the substitution here. And remember, Akale is the only representative of USL League One Team of the Week for Tormenta. Came off the bench last week in the 4-2 win over Chattanooga. He had 2 of the goals, a second half bench brace for Makwele Akale. So he is mighty dangerous off the bench. Only the 2nd time all year that Akale has not been in the starting lineup. We're underway in half number 2. South Georgia Tormenta, the reigning champs, hosting the Greenville Triumph with the Peach Stage Derby. And the trophy up for grabs, Devin Boyce. Can't get early pressure there. Hard to understate the addition of Akale off the bench, fresh legs. Keziah Sterling and Pedro Fonseca tic-tac-toe. Now to the far touchline. Ajay puts it in the box, and it's chewed up and spat out by that Greenville back line once again. Nick Akoto gives it up, and Akale off schedule. But Makwele Akale will get the corner kick. Ian Cameron says opponents are used to seeing Akale in front, so that's why he benched him last week, just to switch it up. And Akale, that was a difficult conversation to have with Akale. But he's taken it on the chin, and look what he did with that opportunity. Second half brace, pops it up, go back post. And again, the 5th time that Tormenta has had an herb chop corner kick. Nothing to show for any of those opportunities. Here's a run for Akale, not fast enough. In stride with Pollock. USL's 2nd annual summer showcase signals the start to the sprint to the finish. Philip Goodrum and FC Tulsa head west to face Romario Williams and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. FC Tulsa and Switchbacks FC Wednesday, August 9th at 9 Eastern on ESPN2. Sterling not even close to Makwele Akale. Tormenta trailing at the half for this only the 6th time all year. 5 losses when trailing at the half. Meanwhile, Greenville unbeaten in their last 17 USL League One matches when leading at the break. 14 wins, 3 draws. So advantage triumph. But Tormenta, still the reigning champs, still at home. And as far as the Peach States Derby is concerned, all they need is 1 goal. Even if they lose today, you win the tiebreak, you walk away with the trophy. But Ian Cameron is more concerned with the 3 points. Dangler finds Akale. Trying to go around Pilato, but can't do so. Otieno can't secure the pass from Akale. And Tormenta continues to dominate possession. Question is, can they convert? Ajay, top of the 18, nothing there. So TJ Bush trying to facilitate from the back. Ajay finds Fonseca. Kingsford Ajay was shaken up in the middle of the first half. Looked like he was favoring his right leg, got back up, stayed in, and that's a huge relief for Tormenta fans. Eckenberg plays back for Dangler, who's pressured by Leo Castro. Bottom of your screen, number 25. He's the difference right now with both of the goals for Greenville in the 4th minute and the 25th minute. 7th and 8th goals of the year. And another takeaway by the back line for the Triumph. Coutinho. Shoved down by Otieno, no call. So Tobias Otieno, the 5'10" midfielder out of Kenya, goes to Ajay far touchline. Otieno, a 2-time League One champ, 2021 with Union Omaha and last year with Tormenta. Leo Castro is all alone. Now he goes to Gavilanes, who shoved down, and Gavilanes, who helped Castro with a beautiful feed from the far touchline into the 6. Assist number 2 on the year for Gavilanes. Now he's down. Assist came in the 25th minute. In his 3rd season with the Triumph, 3-time All-MAC selection. at Marist College in New York, Poughkeepsie. And Nick Akoto gets a yellow card in the 51st minute. Akoto's 5th yellow of the year, and Vandy's Barbecue has you covered on the replay. Have another look. Came in hot. And it looked like Gavilanes did a good job anticipating the contact, minimizing the Akoto effect. But even still, free kick for Tyler Polak. Polak is a 12-year pro. Doesn't have a single goal, but he's been uber helpful for Greenville this season. Gavilanes in the corner. Got a throw-in coming up. And Polak is a fullback, but you would think eventually you would just find yourself in the right place at the right time over 12 years. Aaron Walker nutmegs Otieno, finds himself in the corner with Nick Akoto attached to his hip. And Gavilanes can't make magic happen on the touchline with Keziah Sterling breathing down his neck. Nearly a takeaway for Coutinho. Well, the last time these two teams played was June 3rd, and a 1-1 draw to show for it. Ian Cameron said that Tormenta was by far the best team that day. But it's a real tribute to Greenville's experience and mental toughness. They were able to go through that adversity and get a goal, get a point from Tormenta there. Akale nearly had a look, but instead taken away. And Aaron Walker finds Castro. Dangler shoves him down, and no call. What can Miquele Akale do with this opportunity? Goes to Kingsford Ajay. Shake and bake on Schultz. The left-footed cross. Sterling can't turn around in time, and now Greenville clears it away. Jake Dangler extended both arms on his number mate, Leo Castro, 25 against 25. And no whistle. Otieno got tied up with Coutinho and races past him. Tobias Otieno puts it on a platter for Sterling. Did he beat the ball to the end line? Yes, he did. Tormenta not done. Ajay doing some real hand fighting here, and Aaron Walker wins that bout. Pedro Fonseca now, the midi. Eckenberg to Akale. Chip pass, left side of the 18, and again, Greenville easy peasy for the back line that still has not allowed a shot on target. Jared Mazzola, slow day at the office. After a club record 9 saves on Wednesday against Charlotte, he gets a pseudo day off, at least for now. Akoto in the corner. Shifts to his left. Here's the chip. Akale just not tall enough. Miquele Akale stands at 5'5". He probably had to be 5'8" for that feed. And Greenville's defense continues to flex its muscles. And this is a Triumph team that you would think might be a little fatigued on the road. It's their 3rd match in a 7-day period. talking to John Harkes about what it takes to succeed in a cluster schedule like that. He just says it's moments like these in the season that you rely on your mental strength and the understanding among the coaching staff of who is truly fit. It's even more difficult to do with Liam McKinnon on the shelf. First-year pro, second on the team with 6 goals, and heck, he'd have a chance to defend his goal title, at least on the Triumph, if he were healthy, but that goal title has been seized today with Leo Castro netting number 7 and 8 in the 4th and 25th minutes. Go for it all. It's popped up by Akoto, and nothing doing for Tormenta there as Jared Mazzola plucks it out of the air. Nick Akoto loves to play up. And the right back nearly had a chance but didn't have any help.
Triumph exited the match number 10, Lucas Coutinho. Entering the match number 18, Jacob Labovitz.
Jacob Labovitz coming in for Lucas Coutinho on the Pestmaster Services substitution. As I was saying, Liam McKinnon on the shelf. Coutinho stepped in nicely. And now it will be up to Labovitz to pick up where Coutinho left off. 2 goals and an assist for the 24-year-old out of Great Falls, Virginia. That's a DC suburb. So he comes in with the job description being retain the 2-goal advantage. And now you can see the trainer doing what looks like the concussion test, follow the finger. Coutinho has been integral for Greenville today, and only a good sign for Triumph fans. Now Lucas Coutinho gets up the 29-year-old out of Brazil, handled himself extremely well, moving up from the midfield into the striker role right next to Leo Castro, who just embraced him as a big part of the 2-goal advantage that Greenville is enjoying right now. Mateus Cassini checking in for Kingsford Ajay. Davey Mason will sub for Deshaun Nembard. Mason, the 24-year-old from Bethesda, Maryland. That's another Baltimore suburb right there in the DMV. Pestmaster Services bringing you that substitution, and Davey Mason was on trial with Tormenta in the preseason before inking a 1-year deal. Actually played with Elijah Amo for Maryland Bobcats FC. Gabalañas now working on Akale. And the reigning team of the week midfielder, Makwele Akale, looked like he took it away just cleanly. He did. So Davey Mason's first real look, and Cassini the same. Mateus Cassini played last year with forward Madison. Ian Cameron says he posed problems for Tormenta last year, and that was really the wink, wink, nudge, nudge that Tormenta needed to go ahead and grab Cassini in the offseason. Now Akoto weaves through the defense, puts it on a platter. Here's Fonseca. He rifles high. Pedro Fonseca with the left, and a missed opportunity for South Georgia. Have another look. Vandy's Barbecue showing you another angle. Akoto, and no one guarding Fonseca. Nate Schultz was trying to close out late, but Fonseca had a straight line and just missed high. Leo Castro. Work it to Boyce. Chip pass, and nothing that Labovitz can do there. Greenville needs a multi-goal win to take home the Peach States Derby title and the trophy with a basket of real peaches on top. Plenty of vitamin E and K up for grabs tonight. But should South Georgia get on the board, only lose by one or heck even equalize or get a win, any of those scenarios yield a South Georgia Tormenta Peach States Derby title. It's getting physical here at Optum Sports Medicine Field. Leo Castro, hot pursuit. But Preston Kilwine makes a nice play on the ball. Heckenberg going around Aaron Walker. Taken away. What can the Triumph do with this opportunity? Castro finds Labovitz, turns around and thwarted away. Mateus Cassini now. Paddled to the middle and puts it over for Davy Mason on the far touchline. Keziah Sterling goes to Akale. Hard pivot for McQuelle, but he loses the ball. Jacob Labovitz now. Swiped away by Akoto. Labovitz, before playing collegiately at Fairleigh Dickinson, where he won NEC Rookie of the Year, and Virginia Tech, where he took home first-team All-ACC honors in 2021. He was taking his high school classes through the University of Nebraska high school curriculum as he was trialing all over Europe. Davy Mason around the corner. Chip pass, and it's taken away. Tyler Pollock on the clearance. Mateus Cassini goes to Dangler. And Davy Mason can hacky sack the pass. Greenville, the back line, takes over again. They've been outstanding today. Coming off a loss. And a man down for Tormenta. Tobias Otieno stretched out by Cassini. And the midfielder from Kenya back up. Greenville coming off a loss, which snapped a 7-match unbeaten streak, but in reality, they probably shouldn't have lost that match on Wednesday against Charlotte 1-0. With a goal allowed in the 95th minute for Clay Dimmick. But what happened was, play just continued, and the clock continued to roll. There was supposed to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. The referee allowed them to play on. In fact, John Harks, the gaffer, he was on his way to the opposite bench to congratulate the Independents on a point. But instead, as he was doing that, 3 points slipped through. Akoto now through the defense himself. Nick Akoto the cross, he gets a corner. Evan Lee was toe-to-toe with Nick Akoto. And it's corner kick number 6 on the night for Tormenta. Makwele Akale will take the Herb Shop corner. First time that someone not named Kingsford Ajay is taking a corner kick for South Georgia today. Can Tormenta cut into the deficit? Not right now. Davy Mason puts more pressure on the box. No one there. Initially, Akale, nice move past Gavilanes with the left. It's loose, and it goes! Oh, Mateus Cassini, he was charging in! And Cassini gets Tormenta on the board in minute number 66 with goal number 3. It's a goal presented by the clubhouse and the Vandy's Barbecue replay. Akale, the assist, Mateus Cassini.
Goal for Tormenta FC, scored by number 10, Mateus Cassini.
Off the bench.
By number 7, Mukwele Akale.
And he comes from out of nowhere to defeat Jared Mazzola. Mateus Cassini in minute number 66. Puts Tormenta down by 1, but that has implications. If Tormenta only loses by 1 goal, or they draw, or they win, they get the trophy and take home the Peach States Derby title. Greenville, on the aggregate score tiebreak, needs another to get the Peaches. Tobias Otieno with a handoff for Fonseca. Now the goal scorer Cassini putting the moves on Walker. With the left, he goes top of the 18 and couldn't find Sterling. Big shove for Preston Kilwine, and a foul is called right by the midline. Leo Castro shoved from behind. And the 34-year-old who has both of the goals for Greenville in the 4th and 25th minutes. A first half brace for the Colombian. That put Greenville up 2-0. But just a moment ago, it was Mateus Cassini off the feed from Mukwele Akale. Akale getting his 2nd assist of the year. And Tormenta whittles the deficit in half here in Statesboro. Makoto's been heavily involved. Fonseca give and go. It's Davey Mason and a foot race. Mason, left-handed, pops it up, rather left-footed. And Greenville chews it up, spits it out. Evan Lee was there for the clearance. Labovitz now needs some help. Finds it in Boyce. Boyce shoved down, no call. Gavilanes now. He's been great from this territory. Goes for Labovitz, but just a little bit too strong.
Substitution for Tormenta FC, exiting match number 5, Tobias Otieno.
Tobias Otieno's day is done. On the Pestmaster Services substitution, John Murphy checking in for him. Scotch Plains, New Jersey native. Grew up about a half hour west of Newark. And Murphy, the midfielder, taking over for Otieno, who had some bumps and bruises acquired here in the second half. Pedro Fonseca will sit in place of Arthur Bossois on the Pestmaster Services substitution. Bossois got a late start to this season, nursing an ACL injury from last year, and that kept him off the field for Tormenta's championship run. Tormenta is on an empty tank right now as far as substitutions. They've made all 5 of them. Mateus Cassini on the left flank. Squared up by Nate Schultz. Cassini scored a few minutes ago in the 66th, and that one is snared by Jared Mazzola. So the first time that Tormenta gets a shot on target on Mazzola, they convert. On a beautiful feed by Mukwele Akale. Devin Boyce shares with Pilato. I was talking to Ian Cameron before this match, and he told me that the mindset going into this match, the series finale, the regular season against Greenville, is to leave the Triumph with more questions than answers. Cross, who's home? It goes wide. Gavilanes put it on a platter, and Noah Pilato just could not convert. Pilato had the assist on the Leo Castro 4th minute score, and it would have been goal number 4 for Pilato. Clock is ticking on Tormenta. Boswa turns around, Mazzola cheats up, he makes the play. Makwele Akali turned on the burners, Mazzola did the same. And the keeper wins the 50-50 ball. Jared Mazzola coming up big right there. Remember, Mazzola was behind Ben Hale in the preseason, but Hale went down with a preseason injury and then retired. So a big loss for Greenville. They expected Hale to be their common denominator in the back of the net. Mazzola has taken the role well. Devin Boyce sends it wide left. But Hale, while he's extremely talented, his young career was riddled with injuries. So Mazzola stepped in and essentially saved Greenville's season. And the Triumph now, largely thanks to Mazzola, and of course the second best offense in League One. In fact, tied for the best offense in League One right now with Northern Colorado, 28 goals on the year. That's gotten them to 7th in the table. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. Tyler Polak, two-time All-League One selection back in 2019-2020. He throws it in, and now Aaron Walker gives it to Leo Castro. A run, and it's taken away. Some daylight for Greenville, but a beautiful slide tackle by Jake Dangler. And Tormenta still only down by 1. John Murphy works it to Sterling. Murphy played on loan for Tormenta in 2021 when he was full-time with Union Omaha, and that's when Ian Cameron identified Murphy's talent, wanted him full-time. Cassini with the left, putting pressure on the box, back post, and it's Akoto. He cannot convert. Nick Akoto, like a rhino, put his horns down and charged in towards the net. Jared Mazzola, sigh of relief for the keeper. Akoto gets a really good look on the feed from Cassini. And nothing to show for it. So far, it's essentially the story of the night for Tormenta. Devin Boyce stripped away by Mateus Cassini, an acrobatic takeaway for Cassini off the bench, who has the only Tormenta goal. And Akale makes a nifty move to boot it to the opposite side, but here's Fricke. TJ Bush, who holds the career clean sheet record at James Madison with 30. Trying to facilitate for Tormenta. Akale and a one-on-one. He wins possession. Akale with the left. Oh, and a diving save. It's Jared Mazzola right on cue. couldn't have placed it better on Mazzola. And Akale just got to nod your head and say, you know what, good play. Because Jared Mazzola, after giving up the Mateus Cassini goal, he's looking determined now, and he even secures the rebound with Bossois charging in. Unbelievable play, and the replay presented by Vandy's Barbecue. Makwele Akale has been extremely involved and extremely active off the bench. Started the second half for Tormenta. Has an assist on the Mateus Cassini goal. Keziah Sterling, slide tackle, no. Looked like it was clean. Instead, Sterling called for a foul as he upended Nate Schultz. So Sterling, who was born in England, he is of Jamaican descent, came up through the Tottenham Hotspur Academy, was signed to the senior team for a couple of years, youngest Hotspur in the Champions League. Said it made him mature quickly. It's called for a foul right there in a pretty critical spot. And Greenville still up 2-1. They've never trailed. Makwele Akale kicks it into fifth gear. Akale with speed, goes to Bossois. And a really nice play by Greenville's back line. Once again, it was Nate Schultz. On the pop pass by Bossois, he was on it. Leo Castro to Gavilanes. Noah Frank checking in for Alan Gavilanes. Substitution presented by Pestmaster Services. So Gavilanes, who had an assist in the 25th minute on the Leo Castro goal to put Greenville up 2-0. His day is done, and he's been fantastic for the Triumph all year, but certainly tonight as well. Cassini shoved down. Devin Boyce. He'll get a card. In the 79th minute, Devin Boyce is booked for the 9th time this year. He gets a yellow. And Vino is the presenting sponsor of the yellow card. So Boyce is one of the most frequently booked League One players this year. And Tormenta trying to take advantage of the opportunity as John Murphy will pull the trigger on the free kick from distance. Leo Castro intercepted by Chris Heckenberg. Here comes Keziah Sterling. Through the teeth of the defense, Mazzola picks up the loose ball. Jared Mazzola has faced 2 shots on target. The first one from Mateus Cassini in the 66th minute, and a goal. Assist came from Makwele Akale. A few minutes later, Akale put a really nice shot on the bottom right-hand corner, and Mazzola dove left to make the stop. Now Leo Castro is down on the ground. Referee Mario Maric out to take a look and call for some help as Labovitz is taking a look at Castro as well, along with John Murphy. Remember, Leo Castro with each of the Greenville goals, both in the first half. His 7th and 8th goals of the year. And so far, it's good enough for the 3 points, but the Triumph are intent on walking away with the Peach States Derby title and the trophy to show for it. They're going to need another goal to break the tie, to get the tie break on the aggregate score. Leo Castro gets up, walking on his own power. Great sign. The 34-year-old spent the last 4 years with South African powerhouse Kaizer Chiefs, where he won 2 domestic titles, 2 continental titles, and now playing stateside and a huge part of the Greenville offense. The good news for Greenville is that Leo Castro will stay in, and they'll need him down the stretch in order to clinch the Peach States Derby title. Murphy on the run, swiped away. Leo Castro appears to be okay, and he feeds Labovitz ahead. Labovitz slows it down, waits for some help. Greenville in no hurry. Evan Boyce just booked for his 9th yellow card of the year with a poke pass to Castro. Tyler Pollock flips the field for Greenville. Triumph are poised to avoid consecutive losses for the first time since April. Tormenta on a 2-game win streak, their first consecutive win streak of the year. And Labovitz is offside. You can see Leo Castro, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, motioning towards the sideline. It appears Daniel Wu is getting ready to check in for him, but Castro doesn't look extremely happy with that decision. Only a few minutes left, and Castro right now has authored this 2-goal total for Greenville and a 2-1 advantage. He wants to stay in. Keziah Sterling on the run, and it's taken away on a slide stop by Jared Mazzola. Opportunities for Tormenta have been limited today, and now the clock is limited. Mateus Cassini scored the only Tormenta goal in minute number 66. Finds Preston Kilwine. Can't complete the pass to Akale. Davy Mason now. Finds Makwele Akale here. Can't go to Keziah Sterling, and a handball. Much to the chagrin of Leo Castro, his day is done. Daniel Wu, the 22-year-old first-year pro, checking in. And Wu coming off the bench has been a bit of a cheat code for Greenville. They're 4-1-1 when he comes off the bench. Compare that to their 1-3-3 record when Wu starts. So they found Wu's ideal role. Now it's a matter of protecting the one-goal advantage and potentially adding to it in order to get that Peach States Derby title. Make sure you stick around after the match for full-time highlights, stats, man of the match, save of the match, and play of the match right here on ESPN+. Nice turnaround by Heckenberg. Dribbled into a green forest, and that's the result. Lost the ball, but a foul is called. Aaron Walker the culprit, so a bit of a bailout there as Heckenberg was in trouble. Heckenberg has spent his entire professional and semi-professional career with Tormenta. He was with Tormenta 2 in 2021, won the League One title last year with Tormenta. Mateus Cassini, right-footed cross. Akoto lays off. There's a shot by Murphy, and now Keziah Sterling could not pick it up. Tormenta might have something cooking here. Mason sharing with Makwele Akali. Left foot into the box, and it's taken away by Mazzola. Jared Mazzola can smell it. Greenville only a few minutes away from walking in and out of Statesboro, Georgia with 3 points. Labovitz wins the 50-50 with Preston Kilwine. Now Devin Boyce on the right flank. Davey Mason takes it away. Tormenta trying to go towards the 18, but instead Greenville takes it away again. Shoved down. Noah Frankie off the bench. Comes in with a job description of retaining the one-goal advantage. He was pushed down to the ground by Jake Dangler. Got right back up, but now the question is, what's the official ruling? We got a free kick here for Frankie. We got 5 minutes of stoppage time on the horizon. Stoppage time presented by the clubhouse. Offside. On Wednesday, Greenville fell to Charlotte 1-0. Clay Dimmick got the stoppage time goal and a heartbreaker for the Triumph. What can Tormenta do in stoppage time? 5 minutes of stoppage time. The Dimmick goal came in the 95th minute. This is borderline reminiscent. Davey Mason races past his defender. Here's the push into the box, and Mazzola is there. Vacuums the loose ball. Take a look at the Vandy's barbecue replay. Davey Mason knows opportunities and time are limited. Take a shot, but Mazzola was on it. Boussois waiting for an opportunity right next to Mazzola. And you can see the urgency kicking in for Tormenta here, knowing they want to get a point here if they can against a really, really good and hot Greenville team at home. Cassini to Akoto. Nice tackle. And a takeaway for Frankie. If the score holds, Tormenta will get the Peach States Derby title and the trophy. With a basket of peaches, you got a yellow card against Frankie here for the delay. A Vino yellow card awarded to Noah Frankie. He's booked in stoppage time. So Tormenta is right there. They're likely getting the trophy should the score hold, but Greenville above the playoff line right now. A regional rivalry, 3 points on the road. That would play nicely just for their season outlook. Tormenta not fooling the referee, Mario March. Labovitz the tackle in the center circle, and now we've got some shoving. Aaron Walker shoved John Murphy. Labovitz gets a yellow card, or is it Walker? It's Labovitz, so another Vino yellow. Labovitz with his second yellow card of the year. Gives Tormenta an opportunity. Have another look on the Vandy's barbecue replay. Eckenberg was just tripped up. Or shoving. Murphy wins that battle. They go to Makwele Akale, already has an assist, chips it in. And poked away. Ikakoto back in the box. It goes high. Arthur Boussois climbed the ladder, but couldn't redirect it on target. And Tormenta hoping for one more quality chance on the triumph here tonight. On the ropes. Only a minute away from taking a loss at home against their regional rival. Jared Mazzola has been tested on target twice today. Mateus Cassini goal in the 66th minute. And a diving save from Makwele Akale's shot. Preston Kilwine cheating up. Arthur Boussois knocks it down. Sterling couldn't get there. Last chance for Tormenta. Sterling took a shot to the face. Greenville will get 3 points on the road. They're offside here. Mario Maric giving Tormenta one more chance. That'll do it. The Triumph take 3 points on the road. They'll leave the Peach States Derby trophy in Statesboro, but they get the 3 points against their regional rival in the Peach State.
Takes on SSA at 1:30 p.m.
A 2-1 win for Greenville. Leo Castro getting the first half brace with goals in the 4th and 25th minutes. It was a physical one in the second half especially, and you see that creeping into the sideline. The man of the match for Tormenta, Mateus Cassini, coming off the bench. A man of the match presented by Galactic Comics. And Mateus Cassini, coming off the bench, didn't get the start. He gets man of the match, and if you're wondering why, here's the play of the match presented by Bullock Solutions. Go back to the 66th minute. Mateus Cassini waiting for the feed from Miquele Akali. Akali gets his second assist of the year, and Cassini beats Mazzola, the reigning honorable mention on USL League One Team of the Week. That is the play of the match presented by Bullock Solutions. And then you go and you look at what TJ Bush was up to, because he was pressured in the first half, and Bush, the keeper, on the Vision Source save of the match. Take a look at what Greenville has cooking here. Gavilanes crossing in, and Bush diving left, makes the stop. Boyce on the rebound. He was thwarted away as well. TJ Bush on the save of the match presented by Vision Source. Sprawling left, and that'll earn you the accolade. And we're not done here on ESPN Plus, breaking down Greenville's 2-1 win over Tormenta on the road, getting 3 points from their regional rival. After a quick break, right here on ESPN Plus, you're watching USL League One Soccer.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
Ya casi estás listo.
The Triumph walk into Statesboro, and they get a 2-1 win, 3 points for Greenville over South Georgia. They leave the Peach States Derby title in Statesboro, but that's okay because Greenville getting the 2-1 win and the 3 points, staying above the playoff line. Take a look at how it all went down. Full-time highlights right here on ESPN Plus. And you know what? Early on, Greenville, they had their chances. They had many chances. Devin Boyce misses that one a little bit too high. But we go to the 4th minute, just a moment later, and Noah Pilato putting that one on a platter. Leo Castro wins the foot race. The 34-year-old makes it 1-0 in favor of Greenville, his 7th of the year. Then we go later on. Tormenta has some chances. This one, a really quality look cleared away by guess who? Pilato. Go to the 25th minute. Gavilanes puts it right on top of the forehead of Leo Castro. A brace in the first half for the 34-year-old, his 8th goal of the year. And now Greenville leads 2-0. That puts them in possession, in control of the Peach States Derby, right? Well, not so much. Wait for it later. Pedro Fonseca airmails that one. We go to minute number 66, second half. Akale puts it right on the 6, and Mateus Cassini gets the goal. That puts Tormenta down by 1, and now they have the aggregate score tiebreak for for the Peach States Derby. Jared Mazzola had a great game, could not stop Cassini there, but Mazzola showing off his prowess here. It looked like Akale had the equalizer, not so much. Jared Mazzola standing tall and salvaging the 2-1 advantage late in the second half. That is your final score, presented by Galactic Comics. Here are the full-time stats, and you see possession belonged to South Georgia. In fact, it's the second consecutive week that Tormenta won possession to the tune of a 68% clip. Last week, they got the win over Chattanooga 4-2. This week, they walk away pointless against Greenville at home, a 2-1 loss for Tormenta. Now that'll do it for us. Big thanks to our producer, Jeremy Otter, Juan Mendoza on replay, and of course, Andre Zuniga making it all sound good. I'm Brad Klein, crowning South Georgia Tormenta as the Peach States Derby champions. They win the season series over Greenville, so they win the war, but the Triumph win the battle 2-1. They get 3 points, stay above the playoff line. A big-time dub for Greenville. Well, this has been the USL League One on ESPN+. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.